there's no at all buffer sort of thing, anything, right?
There's a little, but that's like adjustable, no problem. Cool. Okay, so before we begin the session, I would love to know how many of you have are beginners, complete beginners, or if you have heard of it. Like, let me know in the chat box. It's okay if you don't want to turn on your mic or video. You can tell me in the chat box if you're a beginner. Hi, Nakul.
Hey, Nicole.
Nice cap.
Nicole, you unmute yourself first.
Okay, Pad's a beginner. What about everyone else?
Yeah, you guys can turn on your camera or mic as well in case if you're comfortable enough.
Hey, Nakul.
Nicole, you
You
mute.
guys are talking on mute.
Unmute yourself.
Almost few
Ha,
years of
he's,
this.
he's, he's saying give him 2 minutes. He's coming back.
Jayesh is also a beginner. Okay, I'm a beginner too. Just kidding. What about Nayan? Nayan, what are you? Are you a beginner or you have heard of Web3 before? Or tell me about you. And by the time we are waiting for everyone else, Sam,
Haha.
is that the name you go by? Sam Codes?
Sam, you there?
Yeah. Hello. Are you hearing my
She's
voice?
asking you something. Have you
This is
heard it?
like your actual name.
Yeah, you're audible.
Yeah. Okay. What are you asking? Rather? I don't hear you.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Typical
It's okay.
virtual behavior. Hi, Asad. Okay, Nakul's back. I was asking Sam, is that your real name that you go by?
No, it's my channel name. My real name is Samiksha Kaulka.
Oh, that's where today's stream is going to be happening.
Uh-huh,
Sam
uh-huh.
Code.
We are live now on my
Super cool.
channel.
Oh,
Nice.
we are live. We are live on your
Yeah.
channel, right?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Nakul, can you unmute now?
I'm audible.
Yes, sir, you're finally audible. Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
Hi, hi.
Hi,
Asad.
Shailesh.
Hello, Nakul. Nice to see you in the meeting, bro. Okay, so there are 27 participants almost have entered the room, I think. So should we start the or wait for like 5 minutes more?
Let me check. It's 7:05. Let's start at 7:07.
Seven,
I'll be
seven. Okay.
sharing my screen. You
No,
guys,
no, I
please
have
set
to like
everything.
introduce. I'll have to introduce you like to these people first. Then you'll have to like start
Cool, cool,
with the
cool.
slide.
Then I think we can begin.
Okay. All right. Welcome, folks. So Skillship Nagpur has got you an amazing session on Web3 in collaboration with Limos Labs. So we've got an amazing speaker from Nagpur who is a community evangelist at Limos Labs. So one thing you might find very surprising about her that she started her career, professional career, at this naive age of 16 years, right? And so during the COVID time, she breaks through an idea and she started off working after it in order to make it a reality. So that very idea made her enter the world of business, startups, marketing and sales, and then content creation, public speaking, and all of it came as a byproduct. So one more, the surprising fact in the line is that the same idea made her get the first investment proposal of $2 lakh. Man, that's a humongous number to think of. Gosh, and just as at the age of 16 years, she's managing to get this much amount of proposal at this naive age. It's like surprising to even hear of. Anyways, so apart from that, she's has experience of multiple internships and projects. She has organized multiple events and delivered a session over 20 plus offline meetups, and she also has organized a lot of events, and she's been the program manager of Web3 Camp, which was comprising of more than 10,000 participants. Oh my God! All of it at just the age of 16, 17, and 18. She's made it, done all of it. So before you start off with the session, Anshita, we would love to know about your background first, as to what has been the driving factor of yours, that has made you done all of it at just the age of 18 and 19. So tell us about that first, and then you can start off with the slides, and also I'll be happy to turn it over to you. But before, folks, I'm sorry to interrupt. Folks, make sure you, keep the chat section open, active. So at any point of time, anything you find, cool enough, that you want to talk about, any kind of doubt you get into, any kind of question you have to ask, just drop in the comment section or the chat box. Didi will, address it in a meanwhile. So that's all. Thank you. Now I'm happily, turning the meet over to you. Didi. You can start off.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That was a crazy, crazy introduction. Question number one: how many of you are here comfortable with English? जल्दी जल्दी chat box में बता दो. Be super quick because I want all of you to understand every bit of this session. As I said, I'm not your boring lecturer जो आएगा आपको 2 घंटे का lecture देगा, आपको ढेर सारी चीजें समझाएगा. But eventually, the only thing that will be left in your head will be कि यार क्या पढ़ा समझ में तो नहीं आया, but मजा आया. 4 लोग थे, मजा करके आए. So let's see how good we are with the languages that we have, and maybe then we can go all in. Now talking about my story, इसमें से जितने भी लोगों को existential questioning अभी आ गई है सुन के कि oh God, this girl is doing so much at a very very small age. Am I even doing anything? I'm just a college student. I'm doing just this, just that. Guys, please don't get uncomfortable. That was all true, but that was also very flattering to hear. तो जब भी कोई ये सुनता है that I have done so much at a very young age, what they do not realize it that my learning curve or my learning process started even way ahead than that. जब आप कोई चीज, for example, we are in colleges, right? So how do we get our semester numbers? When we study for first 3 months, then we appear for exam and then we get numbers. But does anyone talk about the process of 3 months? No one. The only thing people care about is your result after the semester is done. In the same manner, the only thing people care about me or people see about me are those big numbers that I have, flexed everywhere, right on my LinkedIn, right on my Twitter, right on my Instagram. But a very few people know about where I started from, what the process was like, how many sleepless nights I have had, how many skills I had to learn, and how many time I have got rejected to be able to, make it just a few times. So we'll dive more into this as the session will begin. I think we can start with the session. I'll be sharing my screen. Everyone else, if you guys have any doubts, make sure you drop it in the chat box. If you guys have any questions, make sure you keep it to yourself. Once the session is done, it's not going to be long. It's not going to be boring. It's going to be super catchy, super fun. It's going to be everything surface level, a complete beginner friendly session. Because this session is all about getting your basics right, getting your interest right. और अगर आपको लगता है कि Web3 थोड़ा सा भी interesting है, then maybe we can do a more advanced session with you all. So thank you so much for joining in. Thank you, Sailesh, for that crazy intro. And जितने भी लोगों को यहाँ पे फील हो रहा है कि मैंने अभी तक लाइफ में कुछ नहीं किया या बहुत कुछ करना बाकी है या why is this girl doing so much at so young? Trust me when I say this, everyone has a path. And by the end of this session, you will know where to begin if you haven't started yet. So I am sharing my screen and let's begin. Shailesh, is my screen visible?
Yeah, it's visible.
Cool. So today's session is called Into the Web3 Metaverse. You guys must be wondering what this Web3 word is, what this Metaverse word is, and a lot of other things. But the only thing that I can promise you is it's nothing 21 din mein paisa double, and it's no another Lakshmi Chat Fund, it's no another scheme. It's just a little value. So talking about who am I? So You guys already had a big introduction with big figures, big numbers, dollars mentioned, proposals mentioned. But apart from that, what I'm doing right now is that I'm community evangelist at Lumos Labs. And one of my unique identities is that I'm just a kiddo. I'm the youngest hire at my company. Um, you guys heard what I did at 16, what I did at 17. Right now, I want all of you all to guess how old am I right now. Like in the chat box, tell me what do you think? This is how she is, and this is her age. For all the people guessing wrong, it's 19. And these are some of my handles where you guys can reach out to me. I reply a little late. I'm sorry, I get too many DMs, but I really would appreciate knowing any feedback from you all once the session is done. Moving on, what is this session about? Now, you might be wondering that if we are talking only about the beginner friendly technologies, how useful this session can be. But the only thing that I can promise you, मैं आपको सिर्फ इतना वादा कर सकती हूँ that once this session will be over, you guys won't just have understanding of the basics, but you'll also know कि शुरू कहाँ से करना है. You will also know कि जब मुझे ये problem आएगी, या whenever I'll face a issue finding opportunities, or whenever I'll find a issue, finding developers, finding mentors, finding resources. I'll tell you what place you need to go to. I'll tell you what people to talk to. I'll tell you the best way to approach and the best way to find opportunities in the Web3 space and in the ecosystem. और जिनको भी लग रहा है कि maybe I am from some other field, I'm pursuing some other degrees, this even relevant to me, trust me, by the end of this session, you will realize that anything and everything is relevant in the Web3 space. Moving ahead, let's talk about blockchain. Now, before we start and discuss the jargons of Web3 technology, blockchain, I want you to know that by the end of this session, I want you all to take screenshots of your favorite slides, and the best 2 mentions or 3 mentions on the social media tagging Lumos Labs and me on the Discord, on the Instagram, or on the Twitter, wherever you guys like, are gonna win exclusive t-shirts from us. It can be this Into the Web3 Metaverse wali cool t-shirts, or it can be some other t-shirt. But this giveaway is live, and by the end of the session, we'll also have a quiz जिसमें हम टेस्ट करेंगे कि आपको ये सेशन से कितना आया कितना नहीं, and the top 3 people will also win something. So make sure that you guys are tuned in the session. आप अच्छे से सुन रहे हो और अपने सारे doubts note कर रहे हो. And bonus points for anyone who's taking notes, because I'll be sharing these resources with Skillshare Nagpur right after the session. So let's begin. What is blockchain? Before we dive deep into the world of Web3, we need to have a thorough understanding of a technology called blockchain. Blockchain is nothing but a technology where the data is stored in the form of blocks. One block is connected to other block. That block is connected to other block. Think of it like a Excel sheet. We all have used Excel sheets, right? When you will enter data in Excel sheet, you can go and tap into that data. You can play along that data. You can add a lot of other stuff into that data. You can embed things into that table. Blockchain is nothing but the same table, except the difference is we made that Excel sheet and put a lock on it so that nobody can open it. If anybody opens it, the rest of the world knows about it. And if rest of the world knows about it, it is transparent. It's absolutely transparent, and all of this information is accessible to everyone who should be in the loop. So blockchain is nothing but data stored on different blocks which are connected via chain. A peer-to-peer network of blocks where all of this data is stored in such a manner that it is protected, that it is transparent, and any discrepancy, thodi si bhi chhedchhad, and it's accessible or visible to all the people who are out there. And if I need to explain it even simpler, this is how blockchain begins. A new block comes and attaches to the previous block, and no data ever gets lost. If you want to know what happened on this particular day, on this particular thing, you can always go back to the previous block and figure out how it is linked to the other block. That is how blockchain works in general. Very basic, very general. Okay. Now, why is this blockchain important, and why is this technology we are even talking about? Now, do you guys remember there was an era which was called .com, or like era where Amazon was booming, where a lot of things were booming and coming into picture. A lot of commerce stores, or let's say digital stores, were coming into picture. So Consider this in this way कि website banana is a technology, creating a website is a technology, but that technology has different use cases. That technology can be used in multiple manners. For example, if you know how to create a website, you can use that website to create a dating app. You can use that website to create a dating dashboard. You can use that website to create, let's say, a travel agency ka website. You can use that technology to create some other fun website where you can play games. You can use the same technology to create something else. In the similar manner, blockchain as a technology has multiple use cases. And why I'm doing all of this drama about blockchain is because one of the most important use cases of technology, this technology, blockchain technology, is in the Web3 space. Now, moving forward, what is Web3? Now, you guys have heard very fancy names. Anyone thinks कि अगर मुझे Web3 पता है, अगर मैं Web3 मेंशन कर रहा हूँ, अगर मैं Web3 communities का हिस्सा हूँ, अगर मैं Web3 meetups में जा रहा हूँ, I'm the cool dude. I know everything. But what exactly is Web3? There's a lot of confusion when it comes to, figuring out what Web3 is. But Web3 is nothing but the next version of internet revolution. जैसे किसी जमाने में internet was a place where people could find things. Then internet became a place where people could find things and people can put things. Now Web3 is going to be the place where people can find things, put things, and even own things. So the only thing Web3 cares about is decentralization. Now, what is this fancy word decentralization? बाप रे, कैसे समझेगा ये? It's nothing but splitting of powers into multiple people, multiple domains, and multiple institutions. It's like कि कोई भी यहाँ पे आके ये नहीं कह सकता कि यहाँ पे मेरी मर्जी चलेगी क्योंकि मैं आपसे सुपीरियर हूँ. That can't be the case. Why? Because each unit which is involved in this ecosystem exercises its own power, exercises its own freedom. यहाँ पे जो भी चीजें होती है, it is run by the entire community, entire society, all the people. So consider Web3 as a big ecosystem which is powered by blockchain as a technology. And blockchain is the reason why we are able to promote transparency, we are able to promote decentralization, and we are able to promote, no discrepancy in the ecosystem. I hope इतना समझ में आया. तो Web3 एक ecosystem है. Web3 is a big blanket. It's a big next revolution of internet, and it is powered by blockchain technology. And Web3 is all about shifting power from one person to another person. There's no big tycoon here. There's no big Google here. There's nothing here that can decide ki this is how it should function. Here, the people decided, the developers decided, the builders decided, the community members decided. So the power is distributed with different people and institutions. Now, why is this Web3 even important? अब हर कोई सोचता होगा ना, गूगल अच्छा तो चल रहा था, हर किसी को माइक्रोसॉफ्ट में जॉब चाहिए, हर किसी को माइक्रोसॉफ्ट इंटर्न बनना है, हर किसी को अमेजॉन में जॉब चाहिए. पीपल आर इवन एस्पायरिंग फॉर नेटफ्लिक्स जॉब्स, पीपल आर लुकिंग फॉर डेटा एनालिटिक्स रोल्स, डेटा स्टैटिस्टिक्स रोल्स, और पता नहीं कितनी कितनी अच्छी अच्छी जॉब्स ऑलरेडी हैं. तो वाई आर वी इवन लुकिंग फॉर Web3? जरूरत भी क्या है Web3 की? अगर Web2 में कोई प्रॉब्लम होगी, then people will shift to Web3, right? But why are we adopting this new version of internet? This new version of internet is being adopted massively and at a very rapid scale. Why? Because first, it's open. There are no barriers. Everything is transparent and it is immutable. Immutable is also one heavy fancy name which people associated with Web 3.0 ecosystem use a lot. Immutable का मतलब क्या होता है? Immutable का मतलब ये होता है कि आप इससे छेड़छाड़ नहीं कर सकते. Web3 ecosystem की जो qualities होती हैं is that it's open for all. It's permissionless. There's no higher authority sitting on your head making you do things a certain way. You get to decide for yourself. There is decentralization of power, of money, of network, of everything. The data is owned by people themselves. It's uninterrupted, it's immutable, and it's almost fail-proof. As I told you that it is powered by blockchain, if somebody goes and alters that blockchain, अगर कोई जाके उस block में दिक्कत करेगा, तो जितने भी other blocks हैं, जितने भी लोग हैं on that particular blockchain who are associated with that particular network, they all will be able to see it, what person or what identity used to tweak it. So that is what makes Web 3.0 unique. Now you will also figure out कि अच्छा चलो ठीक है ये सारी अच्छी qualities है, but why should we reject web 2 or why should we move on from web 2 completely? हर कोई होता है ना, बहुत सारे ऐसे लोग भी होते हैं जिनके लाइफ में बहुत सारे नए लोग होते हैं, but they just never wanna move on from their ex, isn't it? But that shouldn't be the case, right? You can always find better, there are always better options, and there is always a place where you can feel safe. अब यहाँ पे जितने भी लोग सिंगल हो गए, आई एम रियली सॉरी, एंड बट आई एम ऑल्सो हैप्पी फॉर यू, और जितने भी लोग रिलेशनशिप में होंगे वो ये लोग जानते होंगे कि feeling safe is a very important feeling whenever you are in an ecosystem. And web 3.0 can be your next crush, can be your next girlfriend, can be your next boyfriend, can be your next ecosystem which will make you feel safe and sound, and where you are not always looked upon, जहाँ पे आपको काफी सारी फ्रीडम है, जहां आपके पास बहुत सारी ओनरशिप है, और जहां आपको हर छोटी चीज के लिए परमिशन नहीं लेनी पड़ती. आई होप यू गॉट माई पॉइंट. Moving on, let me explain you why are we even moving to web 3.0. So whenever there used to be a time when internet was very new, people started using computer, people started using softwares, people started learning about programming. That internet was nothing but read-only internet. Now imagine that you go in a very big library, even if you're not a bookworm, you can definitely imagine. कोई जरूरत नहीं है 100 किताबें पढ़ने की एक किताब के नॉलेज के लिए. This slide is enough. I hope that you guys are taking screenshot of it. Again, reminding you that the giveaway is still on. And this is going to help you like so much. So imagine Web 1.0 as nothing but a big library where you can go, open and pick whichever book you want, take note from it, copy from it, learn from it, read from it, but you can't do anything about it. Now tell me, what if that book has wrong information? You will have to verify if that book has the right information or the wrong information by comparing it with 100 other books. Is it even feasible? बहुत बार ऐसा होता है कि जो आप पढ़ रहे हो या जो इंटरनेट पे होता है वो ऑथेंटिक नहीं होता. इट्स नॉट राइट, इट्स नॉट ट्रू, इट्स नथिंग बट फॉल्स इन्फॉर्मेशन, और इट्स नथिंग बट हाफ इन्फॉर्मेशन. But you can't do anything about it because it only allows you to read. It doesn't allow you to amend, it doesn't allow you to alter. Now when we realize that there's a big problem of authenticity with that age of internet, we moved on to web 2.0 era, which is Google, Facebook, Microsoft, Instagram, TikTok ka era, which is today's present era. Here we are not just able to get something from the content, but we are also able to give something in the form of content. अब यहाँ पे जितने भी लोग influencers और content creators होंगे, they know it pretty well that we are able to create reels, we are able to create TikToks, we are able to write Twitter threads, we are able to create memes. And here we have the liberty to not just read from the internet, but also put something of our own on the internet, which came from our head, our creativity, which can get us money, which can get us opportunities, which can get some real nice followers, and a lot of other stuff. But tell me something, when you go and upload a reel on Instagram, and let's say you have crossed 5 million views on it, and Instagram says that just because your reel is becoming very popular, we don't want to keep you on our platform, and they ban you have heard of stories like these, right? कि कितने बड़े बड़े इन्फ्लुएंसर्स होते हैं जिनकी एक रात में पूरा करियर खत्म हो जाता है just because that platform kicked them out for some reason. And डोनाल्ड ट्रम्प वाला एग्जाम्पल, ट्विटर वाला एग्जाम्पल तो हर किसी को पता है. I don't need to explain it. But you know what is more scary here? I'll tell you what is more scary. While the US elections were going on, which was Donald Trump versus the other political party, Twitter was used extensively in the background without anyone's knowing to alter people's opinion. Now you must be wondering, ये कैसे हो सकता है? For example, if a company like Facebook feels कि इस particular country का president या prime minister ये particular person बनना चाहिए, they can run a lot of campaigns about it, right? If suppose I am someone who is ordering food, if I am someone who is like who loves to order from Zomato all the time, कि ice cream craving हो रही है, Zomato, fries खानी है, Zomato, cheese balls खाना है, Zomato. If this is what I use my internet for, then all of this data of my eating patterns, my cravings is being used to create some other decisions jahan pe I don't have a say. I don't even know what is happening in the background with my data. Now, for me, it's nothing but me ordering food. But what if some people use it to, create situations or campaigns, or use it to instigate anything which is not even right? For example, यूएस इलेक्शंस के टाइम पे यही हुआ था, जब हमें लग रहा था कि हम इंटरनेट सिर्फ मीम शेयर करने के लिए करते हैं, हम इंटरनेट यूज सिर्फ टाइम पास करने के लिए करते हैं, हम इंटरनेट यूज सिर्फ अपना कंटेंट डालने के लिए करते हैं। हमारे कंटेंट के साथ जो डेटा हमें दिखता नहीं है अपनी नेकेड आई से, बेयर आई से, जिसका हमारे पास एक्सेस नहीं होता, that data is used to curate policies and campaigns which are benefiting other associations, other powerful people. Now imagine a company like Facebook being so freaking powerful कि वो अमेरिका जैसी सुपर कंट्री के डिसीजन को भी चेंज कर सकते हैं कि who's gonna be what just by shaping people's opinion. अगर फेसबुक चाहेगा कि मैं आज चीज बॉल्स ना खा के आइसक्रीम ही खाऊं, इट विल फ्लड माय इंस्टाग्राम, माय गूगल, माय व्हाट्सएप, माय नोटिफिकेशंस, माय मैसेजेस, एवरीथिंग विद आइसक्रीम 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 आइसक्रीम. And I, as a human being, will be forced to not choose something as cheese balls and eat something as ice cream. Now, I don't know how much you got of this example, but the point being is ki your opinion can be shaped first, and secondly, in this era of internet, you guys might have heard of a company called Witifeed, which also came on Shark Tank. उनकी 4 crore worth company एक रात में बंद हो गई just because Facebook decided not to have them on the platform anymore. If I become a YouTuber, I go ahead and post my video there, and if anything that is earned from that video, I only get like a tiny amount of it, but the ownership is still with YouTube. I don't own my own content. I don't own what I made with so much effort, so much makeup, or so much, creativity and time and efforts. वो मेरा है ही नहीं. और अगर वो मेरा है नहीं, वो किसी भी तरीके से मिसयूज हो सकता है किसी से भी. And nobody ever raises a question on it, because I, as a human being, am not big than Facebook. But Facebook is made up of people like me, of people's data like me. So that is what this internet age is about, read and write internet. And now that we have noticed these loopholes of ownership, of authenticity, of how much freedom you have over your own data, we are shifting to an era where we have to read, write, and own our content, own our data, own our piece of information, own our creativity, own the money that comes from it, and not just get like a little tiny amount from it. So this is the age of decentralization. This is the age where we say ki Facebook, you can exist, but you can't dominate me, you can't manipulate me, you can't make decisions for me, you can't use what goes in my head, what goes in my creativity as a fuel to fill your own pockets. This is the age of decentralization. I hope by now you understood what Web 3.0 ecosystem is all about, the technology it is powered by, and what is the need of Web 3.0. Now let's talk about some of the most important things that you hear all the time with Web 3.0. Bitcoin. Acha, tell me how many of you, I'll stop sharing my screen for a minute, and I want to know how many of you have heard of Bitcoin before. Come on, drop in the chat box. How many of you have heard of Bitcoin before? Madhu, can you mute, please? Shailesh, can you mute, please?
Sorry.
Can you mute, Madhu? That's what. Cool, thank you. Okay, so a lot of people have heard about cryptocurrency. Acha, tell me something. How many of you heard these stories? भाई मैंने इतना पैसा डाला था बिटकॉइन में तो इन्वेस्टर्स बहुत कम थे, because it was started long back, and the people who invested in Bitcoin became very popular. But how many of you have heard कि भाई I started with this much, एक रात में पैसा डबल हो गया, cryptocurrency is the next big game, I earned so much, I got 10x returns, 20x returns, 50x returns. And then there are also people like कि भाई लूना में पैसे लगाए थे, डूब गया भाई, डोज कॉइन में लगाए थे, डूब गया. Right? You hear this all the time. But what is this? Why are we having so many cryptocurrencies? What even is cryptocurrency? Why Bitcoin is the father of all cryptocurrency? Why Ethereum is the mother of all cryptocurrency? And what do people are even making these days? There is shitcoin, meme coin, Dogecoin, God knows how many coins. There's just coins everywhere. And there are people also, creating coins of their own freaking names. Like tomorrow I can go and I can be like Anshita coin, purchase this much in this. And if that ever goes up and down, do not come DMing me. "Okay, Anshita, your coin's value is fluctuating." But what are even these stupid, crazy, but cool coins that people talk about all the time? Sharing my screen again. I hope you guys are still tuned in, and let's discuss. Mm-mm-mm. I hope you guys are taking notes of everything and putting your questions ready. Now, Bitcoin is nothing but one of the most common use cases of this technology called blockchain. जैसे मैंने सबसे पहले बताया था कि आप एक टेक्नोलॉजी को यूज करके मल्टीपल यूज केसेस बना सकते हैं. एक वेब डेवलपमेंट सीख के आप डेटिंग ऐप से लेके फाइटिंग ऐप तक सब बना सकते हैं. यू कैन क्रिएट वेब वर्जन ऑफ लिटरली एवरीथिंग. In the same manner, blockchain can be used at multiple places. And Bitcoin, the cryptocurrency, एंटायर थिंग जो आपके दिमाग में, जो आपने सुन रखा है कि बिटकॉइन सिर्फ एक क्रिप्टो करेंसी और कुछ नहीं. बिटकॉइन का प्राइस ऊपर जाता है तो पैसे मिलते हैं, बिटकॉइन का प्राइस नीचे जाता है तो पैसे नहीं मिलते हैं. एंड बिटकॉइन का प्राइस ऊपर जाता है तो सब खुशी मनाते हैं, और बिटकॉइन का प्राइस जब उससे दुगनी रफ्तार से नीचे गिरता है तो सब साथ में बैठ के मीम्स बनाते हैं और रोते हैं. बट इट्स मोर देन दैट. बिटकॉइन इज अ नेटवर्क. बिटकॉइन इज अ पब्लिक लेजर फॉर स्टोरिंग ट्रांजैक्शंस. काफी भारी हो गया. I'll make it simpler. Public ledger is nothing but a khata bahi. Now, when I say a khata bahi, it is like a book of an accountant where all the transactions happening can be seen by everyone. Because these transactions are stored on different blocks which are connected by a chain. So this is nothing but a public ledger where people can do transactions, see transactions, and take note of transactions. And this is what a public ledger is. And this network, this Bitcoin network, has a cryptocurrency of its own, which is called Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is nothing but a good use case of blockchain where this technology is used to do transactions, store transactions, and take note of transactions. And the way these transaction happens, जो पैसा, जो रोकड़ा इनके बीच में ट्रांसफर होता है, that रोकड़ा is called Bitcoin. That money is called Bitcoin. That cryptocurrency is called Bitcoin. In the similar fashion, this blockchain technology has another very popular use case, which is called Ethereum. Now, Ethereum is also a decentralized open source blockchain. It is not just the cryptocurrency, because it's not. Its currency is called Ether. एक ब्लॉकचेन है, उस ब्लॉकचेन टेक्नोलॉजी को यूज करके आपने कुछ बनाया है विच डज समथिंग. जैसे बिटकॉइन एक पब्लिक लेजर है फॉर स्टोरिंग ट्रांजैक्शंस. एथीरियम एक डिसेंट्रलाइज्ड ओपन सोर्स ब्लॉकचेन प्लेटफॉर्म है जहां पे ये सेम चीज होती है, और इसकी करेंसी का नाम है ईथर. नाउ व्हाई आर वी इवन टॉकिंग अबाउट इथेरियम? अगर बिटकॉइन ऑलरेडी था और पब्लिक लेजर पे ट्रांजैक्शंस हो रहे थे, व्हाट इज इवन द नीड फॉर इथेरियम? व्हाट मेक्स इथेरियम यूनिक? These are the things that makes Ethereum unique. Firstly, that it's a decentralized blockchain just like Bitcoin. But what's unique about Ethereum is that it allows you to put smart contracts into the blockchain. और एक फैंसी वर्ड आ गया, बिल्कुल घबराना मत, कहीं मत भागना. स्मार्ट कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स, आई विल एक्सप्लेन. स्मार्ट कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स इज नथिंग बट, लेट्स से, अ बिजनेस लॉ written in the form of code. Simple. It really is that simple. स्मार्ट कॉन्ट्रैक्ट इज सेइंग समथिंग कि अगर मैं अनुराधा हूं और मैं लक्ष्मी चिट फंड चलाती हूँ और मैंने किसी को सेम 21 दिन में पैसा डबल करने वाली स्कीम को कोड करूंगी और कोड करके ब्लॉकचेन पे डाल दूंगी, ताकि कल को अगर मैं राजू या श्याम का पैसा लेके भागूं तो लोग ब्लॉकचेन पे आके देख, who's gonna stop me? Nobody, right? But if something is put on a smart contract, which is living on a blockchain, which is seen by thousands and millions of people each day who are part of that blockchain network, how will I go and alter in this smart contract? I can't, right? So this is what makes Ethereum an open source decentralized platform, which allows a lot of things to do with it, and a lot of security that comes with it, because it offers you to put in smart contracts into the entire thing. In the similar manner, it allows you to create dApps. I'll let you know in a while what dApps mean. And the same thing goes with Ethereum virtual machine. I hope you guys know अभी तक कि blockchain technology क्या है, blockchain technology का most important use cases क्या है, And why is that technology associated with Web 3.0 ecosystem? What Web 3.0 ecosystem is, और हम क्यों यूज कर रहे हैं, कैसे हम Web 3.0 ecosystem तक पहुंचे. बट इतनी देर से हम मनी 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 कर रहे हैं, किसी के मन में तो यह ख्याल आया होगा ना कि bro, if I have 500 rupees, I can put it in my pocket. Or for people, you know, who like trend these days, who put money behind their phones, I'm one of those. Just remove the cover. So what are these? These are our temporary wallets, right? तो ये जो क्रिप्टो करेंसी की बात हो रही है, इथेरियम, बिटकॉइन, जिनके प्राइसेस ऊपर नीचे होती है, मुझे पता ही नहीं कि मेरे जेब में अगर आज 100 टोकन्स है तो आज उसकी वैल्यू है 100 टोकन्स, 1 रुपी पर टोकन, इट्स 100 रुपीज. बट कल सेम टोकन की वैल्यू 500 रुपीज हो जाएगी, और नेक्स्ट डे सेम टोकन की वैल्यू 1000 रुपीज हो जाएगी, और नेक्स्ट डे सेम टोकन की वैल्यू 10 रुपीज हो जाएगी. तो व्हाई इज दिस वैल्यू चेंजिंग, एंड वेयर is all of this unique digital currency which seems like magic? एक दिन में डबल, 2 दिन में नीचे, फिर एक दिन में डबल, एक दिन में नीचे. How is this even happening? Why is my cryptocurrency not consistent? Why is my cryptocurrency fluctuating all the time? And where do I put these cryptocurrencies? Where do I put these digital currencies जो सिर्फ कंप्यूटर पे एग्जिस्ट करती है, एक हवा में चल रही ब्लॉकचेन टेक्नोलॉजी पे एग्जिस्ट करती है, जो कंप्यूटर टू कंप्यूटर कनेक्टेड उस पे एग्जिस्ट करती है? यू माइट बी वंडरिंग, राइट, कि ये है क्या? सो इट्स नथिंग बट अ बटुआ. नाउ यू मस्ट बी वंडरिंग कि अंशिता, यू जस्ट सेड कि आप टोकन्स को हाथ पे लेके नहीं चल सकते, आप बिटकॉइन का एक कागज लेके नहीं चल सकते, आप बिटकॉइन को एज अ चॉकलेट और एज अ टोकन और एज अ फ्रेम और एज एनीथिंग लेके नहीं चल सकते. तो वेयर डू यू पुट दिस? Same thing, it is in a wallet, and this wallet is also digital. It's nothing but a web browser or an app which allows you to access these different coins, different currencies, different digital cryptocurrencies on different blockchains. Now, these wallets can be of two type. It can be a custodial wallet, which is an hardware or extension wallet, or it can be a non-custodial wallet, which is nothing but a crypto exchange. One of the biggest and most successful examples of a crypto wallet is MetaMask. MetaMask allows you to get Bitcoin network की currency Bitcoin, Ethereum network की currency Ether, and even Polygon network की currency Matic. So this allows you to do this. MetaMask wallet or any other wallet per se in the Web3 space makes nothing but this transaction easier. जो आपको ये लगता है ना कि अगर ये करेंसी रियल लाइफ में एज अ पेपर एग्जिस्ट ही नहीं करती तो इसकी ओनरशिप कोई कैसे लेगा, इसको ट्रांसफर कोई कैसे करेगा, एंड व्हाट इज द मीडियम टू मेक इट रीच different people and make use of it, genuinely make use of it, then wallet is your answer. And the best part about wallet is it's super safe. It keeps your identity hidden. You don't need to, I can transfer anyone sitting in this world and not even know who I'm sending my money to just by getting one wallet address. But on the other hand, if I want to do a bank to bank transfer, I need to know who I'm transferring to. I need to know what branch I'm transferring to. अभी तो digitalization से थोड़ा easy हो गया. मैं बिल्कुल मना नहीं करूंगी, मोदी जी did a good job and the rest of the team as well. But in general, if you are, you know, transferring something physically, you need to have a lot of details with you. But when you're transferring something from a wallet to wallet, which is, you know, powered by blockchain technology or which exists in a system, you don't need to do anything of that sorts, right? It's super simple, super safe. You don't need to reveal your identity. You can do anything. Do you guys remember when the Ukraine-Russia war broke out and there was like a lot of chaos in Ukraine and they needed a lot of money, they needed a lot of support. So many people anonymously donated a lot of money in the form of digital currency to these people. And the only reason they were able to reach people in the Ukraine or reach accounts in the Ukraine was because it was run on blockchain and it was accessible to all and it didn't need anyone's permission. If I, sitting in Nagpur, wanted to do anything for Ukraine, I couldn't. Right? I couldn't. I absolutely could not. क्योंकि मैं वहां किसी को जानती नहीं हूँ. किसी को कुछ भेजने के लिए I'll need some banking details. And for a country which is in a state of war, मैं कैसे उसे कुछ भेज सकती हूँ? How is that even possible? And what if I send someone something और रशिया कल को मेरे सर पे बंदूक आके ऐसे खड़ा कर दिया कि how dare you help them? What do I do? Right? But Bitcoin or cryptocurrency or any cryptocurrency turned out to be a very big blessing in disguise at this time, because people were able to donate, people were able to transfer money, people were able to contribute, and people were able to support while being unseen, while being nothing but a good community. तो जितने भी लोगों को लग रहा होगा कि ये वेब3 की बातें जो हो रही है, ब्लॉकचेन की बातें जो हो रही है, ये सिर्फ एक जॉब पाने के लिए होती है, माय फ्रेंड्स, इट्स मोर देन दैट. यस, जॉब्स काफी अच्छी होती है वेब3 में, हाई पेइंग भी होती है, बट उसके अलावा this technology, this ecosystem, and this revolution in the internet is not just about them. It's a very, very big picture. Now, you guys have heard a lot about wallets, cryptocurrencies, blah, blah, blah. Now comes the real part, the most interesting part. वो वाला part जिसमें ना पूरी मीडिया, पूरा इंटरनेट, पूरा सोशल मीडिया ऐसा नमक मसाला छिड़क के बताता है. How many of you guys have heard this news की ट्विटर का जो सबसे पहला ट्वीट था that got sold for millions and millions of dollars? Acha, how many of you have this question in your head ki who are these stupid people buying pictures of monkeys with a cap, with a worm, with a butterfly, with a chain, with a cool glasses, with so much stupid creativity, to be honest? Why are people buying it for millions and millions of dollars? Why are people buying a picture, a digital art, not even art, because it looks terrible, but why are people spending like crazy on these photographs? I mean, if I click a picture of me and I go and tell them, will you buy this for 10 rupees? Nobody will. Then what is this craze of people buying stupid animations, stupid pictures, stupid anything for sorts, animals, dogs, what else? Rocket, aliens, kitty NFT, this NFT, that NFT, for millions and thousands of dollars. Why? What is up with it? Let me tell you. It does not stand for nice fat dummies. No, it's not that. For God's sake, it's not that. It stands for non-fungible tokens. Another big word, no need to worry, I'm right here to explain. NFTs stands for non-fungible token. अब tokens क्या है मैंने आपको पहले ही बता दिया था. Tokens is a form of digital currency. Now, what is non-fungible? Non-fungible is nothing but something that indicates कि ये ना आपका है. जैसे मजनू भाई की पेंटिंग मजनू भाई की ही है और मजनू भाई की पेंटिंग का क्रेडिट मजनू भाई से कोई नहीं ले सकता. वैसे ही नॉन फंजिबल टोकन्स एक ऐसी चीज होती है जिसकी एक्सक्लूसिव ओनरशिप आपके पास होती है. इसको आप अलग अलग प्लेटफॉर्म से अलग अलग तरीके में यूज कर सकते हो, एंड ऑल ऑफ दिस इज नथिंग बट अ एसेट फॉर यू. Again, you might be wondering ki how can this be an asset, right? How many of you are here PUBG lovers? PUBG lovers, Call of Duty lovers, GTA lovers, और ये गेम वो गेम, इतने सारे गेम्स वाले lovers. Now tell me something, okay? तुमको बहुत शिद्दत वाला प्यार है तुम्हारे PUBG से, and let's say you have this gun. Somebody please don't kill me for saying this, for this example, but let's say you have this gun and you love this gun. You love this gun. With just one shot, you can kill, let's say, 10 people in it. It's that powerful. That's nothing but a digital piece, right? In the game. It's not something that you own physically. What if I, the owner of the game, decide that this gun is useless and I delete it? Will you not be heartbroken about it? You'll be like, damn, now I'm losing all my games. Yeah, gamers who are high-end gamers do a lot of drama with respect to this. कि इस गन से भाई इतने लोगों को मार देता था, ये हो जाता था, वो हो जाता था, इससे आग भी निकलती थी, ये भी होता था, वो भी होता था. Now it's gone. It's lost. You can't do anything about it because I'm the owner. I'll do whatever I feel like. But if in the same game that the gun was an NFT, a digital asset, a digital let's say a digitally unique product which you can own as a human being, तो आप उस particular asset को, let's say XYZ number, वो points मिलते हैं, coins मिलते हैं गेम में किसी को मारने पे. Let's say you could buy that gun for 5,000 coins, and not just 5,000 coins, that gun is yours now. You can use it whenever. Now, even after 10 years, if you're using the same gun, you are the sole owner of it, and you decide to sell that gun, that digital asset, कि भाई 10 साल हो गया अभी ये गेम खेलते करते, now I don't want to use it anymore. After 10 years, its value is multiple times than what you bought it for. Why? Because now it's even more unique. Because in the consecutive 10 years, कितनी चीजें बदल गई है उस गेम में, और गेम में तो चीजें ऐसे बदलती है, right? but you are the owner of something which is very exclusive, which is very fancy, which is not with everyone. You are the sole owner of it, and it is something which you can use as a digital asset in the future. I hope you guys got my point. So this is what an NFT is. Moving on, what is a DApp? Okay, now a lot of applications like Facebook, Instagram, Flipkart, Tinder, Bumble are going on in the market, right? If you just put that app and place it on the blockchain, you do nothing. You're just picking that app up and you're placing it on blockchain. And now everyone can see what you have interacted, like how you have interacted, what you have interacted, but they don't know your identity. It will become nothing but a decentralized application. I'll give you a better example. Okay. Let's say I'm using Bumble. Okay, I'm using Bumble. If I am this XYZ person, but I don't want all the other people to know me from the way I look, I want them to know me from everything else that I've done in my life, my achievements, my this, my that, the college I went from, the city I'm from. And that is what I put on that particular application. And I say that I wish to go on a date with somebody, someone of this sorts. And let's say 10 people approach me. Okay, that's very big number. I'm really, really sorry if you guys think that it's not possible. बिल्कुल पॉसिबल नहीं है, हाइपोथेटिकल सिचुएशन, ठीक है? तो अगर ये 10 लोगों ने मुझे अप्रोच किया कि योर प्रोफाइल सीम्स इंटरेस्टिंग, आई थिंक आई वांट टू टॉक टू यू मोर, आई थिंक आई वांट टू नो व्हाट काइंड ऑफ पर्सन यू आर. Now, all of these 10 people are able to see that I have been approached by 10 people. Will not everyone notch their game a little bit up? हर किसी की पिकअप लाइन पहले वाले से बेटर होगी, हर किसी का अप्रोच पहले वाले से बेटर होगा, क्योंकि वो देख सकते हैं कि इस ह्यूमन बीइंग के डीएम्स में सिर्फ मैं नहीं हूं, 10 और लोग हैं, और मेरी उनसे क्या कॉन्वर्सेशन हो रही है वो नहीं देख सकते, but they know what page they stand on, they know what position they stand on. So it just brings a lot of transparency in your life. It was a very bad example, and I'm sorry if it made you uncomfortable, but it's all about decentralization of these small powers, where the entire members, the entire community, the users get to decide how this application functions. These 10 boys get to decide how my profile should mediate a little bit. I get to decide how much access do I want to give them in order to see my profile, talk to me, or get in touch with me. So it provides a lot of flexibility in terms of development. It develops with respect to people. Next up we have what is a DAO. अच्छा ये कितने लोगों ने सुन रखा है that I'm a part of this DAO, that DAO. How many of you have heard this fancy name of developer DAO? Be very, very honest. Developer DAO किसी ने सुना है Web3 space में? So there are a lot of DAOs out there, but what does DAO actually mean? So DAO is nothing but an internet community with a bank account. Now you might be wondering कि अभी तक हम बात कर रहे थे कि कैसे हम अपने ओपिनियन से किसी ऐप के डेवलपमेंट शेप कर सकते हैं, कैसे हम किसी प्रोजेक्ट में कुछ ओन कर सकते हैं, डिजिटल एसेट बना सकते हैं, और कैसे इन छोटे एलिमेंट्स को बना के मिला के एक वेब3 इकोसिस्टम बनता है. One such element is DAO. Sorry. And DAO stands for Decentralized Autonomous Organization. A big fancy word. Web3 people love to term everything fancy and complicated and complex. But DAO is a very, very, very simple thing. Let's try to understand this with an example. Let's say if I meet somebody and I have a crush on that person, what will I do? I'll go back running to my friends. Everyone has done this, don't lie. And I have done this too. Everyone does this. So no judgments, please. So I have a crush on this XYZ human being. So I go back to my friends and I tell them, hey, do you know, I have a big crush on this XYZ human being. One person will tell me, oh, he is worthy of being your crush. That's pretty nice. The other person will tell me, oh, what a shitty man. देखो कोई और नहीं मिला. Not a nice person. A third person will tell you ki, yeah, you can see, you can figure out what's going on, what's not, but I would still say you should look for something better. हर किसी का अपना opinion है. And since all of these people are important to me, aren't they literally shaping my opinion of my crush? अभी तक मुझे जिस पे क्रश था, हो सकता है मैं 10 लोगों की बातें सुन के अपना क्रश ऐसे गायब कर दूं. It happens to the best of us, right? So DAO is nothing but giving each member of the community this power to influence you. Another example. Let's say you are in school. ठीक है, हर कोई स्कूल में है. There's games period. मैथ्स टीचर से लड़ झगड़ के आपने किसी तरह उनको गेम्स पीरियड के लिए कन्विंस कर लिया है. You come back, you come down to the ground and you're like, chalo, chalo, let's play, let's play, let's play. Now, some of you want to play basketball, some of you want to play volleyball, and some of you want to play cricket. Now, you all go to the teacher and you tell the teacher कि हमको ये तीनों खेलना है. और कोई स्कूल आज तक ऐसी नहीं हो जिसने कहा कि बेटा तीनों खेल लो. The teacher tells you that you have to choose just one game and you have to play it collectively as a classroom. Now, who gets to decide who's playing what? Now, you guys are sensible people, okay? You guys are very smart, good friend circle, अच्छा group है, सब एक दूसरे की बात सुनते हैं. Everyone comes, sits together and everyone starts voting. कोई बोलता है वॉलीबॉल खेलूंगा, कोई बोलता है बास्केटबॉल खेलूंगा, कोई बोलता है क्रिकेट खेलूंगा. Everyone votes and we decide that the game that we are going to play today is cricket. ठीक है, तुम वापस अपने टीचर के पास जाते हो and you go and tell that teacher कि hey sir, hey ma'am, we are going to play cricket today. And that teacher goes, no, but I don't have bat and ball. I don't have anything of that sorts which will allow you to play cricket. Go and play basketball. Now, even when all of you guys voted, even when all of you guys are on the same page, isn't someone else in the position of power to decide if that's going to happen or not, right? What decentralized autonomous organization does is it works on the principle of giving each of its member equal voting rights. Now, when each member creates proposals, votes, the final decision also lies with the community. उनके सर पे कोई स्पोर्ट्स टीचर या कोई हेड या कोई HOD बैठ के डिसाइड नहीं करता if that is gonna happen or not. Their voting system, the community's decision is the final decision. And you might be wondering कि इसमें कौन सी बड़ी बात है, ये तो कितनी सारी जगह होता है. But you know what a DAO does? DAOs is one of the classic examples of made by the people, run by the people, and developed by the people. If I feel that I am a community of 10 people, just like Skillship Nagpur is a community of so many people. If Skillship Nagpur tomorrow decides कि अंशिता को अगले सेशन के लिए नहीं बुलाना है, then will they ask all the members if they want Anshita for another session or not? Or will the head of Skillship Nagpur decide whether they want Anshita for the next session or not? But if Skillship Nagpur, for example, becomes a DAO, each of the member will get the voting right for it. And you guys will get to decide if you are seeing me next or not. So that is how a decentralized autonomous organization works. Here, you guys run your own freaking community. You guys own everything that you do in this community. And you get to experience a lot more with respect to a lot of domains with like-minded people around. Please make sure that you take screenshot of this particular image. This is going to be super, super helpful for you. And I hope that you guys got my example. In the Web3 ecosystem, there are a lot of DAOs. DAOs is one of the principles. आप एक चीज नोटिस कर रहे हो, कैसे NFT की बात हो या DApp की बात हो या DAOs की बात हो, इन सबका मोटिव ना सिर्फ एक ही है, डिसेंट्रलाइजेशन. इन सबका मोटिव सिर्फ इतना है कि no one person, one institution, one organization is sitting on our head and telling us what to do, what not to do. It's all about freedom. It's all about being permissionless. And since all of these elements combining make the Web3 ecosystem, that's what makes it crazy and unique and exciting at the same time. So this is the kind of DAOs that we have right now. जैसे हमारा Instagram होता है, Twitter होता है, we have a lot of social DAOs where you can put in content and own that content on that particular DAO. There are a lot of protocol DAOs. There are a lot of grants DAOs. For example, if you have a project but you don't know who to go, कि भाई मैं पैसे किससे मांगू, प्रोजेक्ट आइडिया है मेरे पास एक प्रोटोटाइप है, मेरे पास एक प्रेजेंटेशन है, मेरे पास अच्छी पिच है, मेरे पास और भी अच्छी पर्सनालिटी है, मैं तो किसी को भी फ्लैग कर दूंगा. बट हु विल यू गो टू? तो grants DAOs are the place where you can go pitch your product and raise money like this. Honestly, if you are someone who need helps with investment, then these are some of the most popular DAOs right here. If you just need a community and nothing else, then there are DAOs like developer DAOs where you can find a lot of developers like you. So these are all the DAOs with alag use cases. Some are used for social media, some are used for media, some are used for gaming, some are used for giving money, some are used for doing nothing but just being a fancy collector DAOs. And there are DAOs where a lot of software is made, a lot of operating systems are made, a lot of protocols are made. These DAOs have their own utility. These DAOs have their own set of blockchain, or let's say a product or an API. So this is how the entire DAO landscape works. Next up we have, what does metaverse do? हमने काफी इधर उधर उधर इधर की बातें कर ली. Let's come to the main part of this session. What does the metaverse do? What is metaverse all about? Metaverse is nothing but a 3D world. एक ऐसी जगह जहां पे आप ना सिर्फ चीजें देख सको, ना सिर्फ चीजें इंटरैक्ट कर सको, मतलब चीजें इंटरप्रेट कर सको, बट आप चीजों के साथ इंटरैक्ट भी कर सको, चीजों के साथ एक्सपीरियंस कर सको. इट इज अ मोर एनरिचिंग एक्सपीरियंस. मेटावर्स इज द प्लेस विच यू कैन यूज फॉर अ लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स. जैसे मैंने आपको बताया, कोई भी चीज एक टेक्नोलॉजी होती है. सबसे पहला थॉट, सबसे पहली लर्निंग कि एक टेक्नोलॉजी के बहुत सारे यूज केसेस बनते हैं, वैसे ही मेटावर्स होता है. There's a company called Cybernetics, and this is a very popular, very popular story, which one of my friend uses in like most of the places he goes to. Metaverse building, there's a company which is called Cybernetics, and that company, you know what it's doing? When there are two people who are in long distance relationship, this metaverse allows you to feel that person. Can you believe this? I know this is crazy and this sounds stupid, but one of the use cases that Cybernetics came up with is that their target audience is people who are in long distance relationship, who crave for physical touches, who want to feel that, you know, touch around. And that is what to build the entire company around. So metaverse is a place where you can do the same old things, but in a much cooler, much better, much efficient manner. अब आपको ऐसा लग रहा होगा मेटावर्स इज ऑल फन एंड गेम्स. मेटावर्स में गेम खेल सकते हैं, मेटावर्स में साइबरनेटिक्स जैसे मेटावर्सेस में आप अपने रिलेशनशिप को जिंदा रख सकते हैं, और क्या यूज केसेस हो सकते हैं मेटावर्स के. तो बट मेजॉरिटी ऑफ द पीपल फील दैट मेटावर्स इज नथिंग बट फन एंड गेम्स. बट वन ऑफ द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट यूज केसेस कैन बी, ऐसा सोच के देखो, इफ आई एम अ मेडिकल स्टूडेंट, ठीक है, मैं नीट, लेट्स से आई एम प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर नीट, I cleared my NEET and I got into MBBS, and I'm let's say studying how to do brain surgery. ठीक है, तो मैं यहाँ से चीजें सीख रही हूँ. I'm learning from my teacher, I'm learning from the books, I'm learning from this thick books, I'm making assignments, I'm making notes, I'm doing everything that a good student would do in order to learn how brain surgery works. But when the time comes for me to practice, you do realize how risky it is for me to practice on someone who's already suffering a lot and have that risk. What if I use a metaverse to do the practice? I feel like I'm in an operation theater. I feel like I'm dealing with a real patient. I can immerse with every little thing, every little part, every little vein that goes into that surgery. And if I feel confident enough, if I practice it once, twice, 1,000 times on something which is nothing but a virtual world, then wouldn't I be more confident as a professional, more efficient as a professional to go ahead and do it in the real world? That's what pilots do, right? Pilots, plane udane se pehle, they do the real time training, the 3D training. They actually try to figure out a lot of stuff. And only then they go and fly this expensive big airplane where there's a lot of risk, but at the same time they can't afford to, you know, crash that plane. So why is this 3D based experience in different domains of life important? Because you never know, and there's a lot of risk reduction when it comes to using metaverses. So metaverse can be this place, can be the next developing or next revolutionary technology which can change a lot of experiences for us, which can reduce a lot of risks for us, and which can make us human beings more and more efficient in general. आलसी भी हो जाएंगे हम थोड़े से, but more efficient of course. Let's look at the bright side. Now talking about Lumos, अब जैसे मैंने आपको कहा कि एक मेटावर्स के ढेर सारे यूज केसेस हो सकते हैं. Lumos का जो मेटावर्स बन रहा है, the Lumos metaverse that we are building right now and we'll be launching in just 1 month, is this 3D place, is this world for developers, for students, for Web3 enthusiasts, for tech enthusiasts, for people looking for opportunities, for people looking for technologies, and a lot more stuff in the Web3 space. It's about a gateway, a builder's gateway to Web3. तो लूमोस उस सेम टेक्नोलॉजी को यूज करके एक साइबरनेटिक्स जैसा प्लेटफॉर्म नहीं बना रहा है, बल्कि एक ऐसा प्लेटफॉर्म बना रहा है जहां पे आप अपॉर्चुनिटीज, एजुकेशन और रिवॉर्ड्स, ये तीनों चीजें गेमिफाइड वर्जन में ले सको. हर कोई ना अपने करियर को लेके बहुत सीरियस होता है, बट लूमोस मेटावर्स इज द प्लेस वेर यू कैन बिल्ड एंड ग्रो योर प्रोफेशनल लाइफ. यू कैन create a crazy good professional network while feeling like it's nothing but a game, while feeling not the pressure ki bhai agar ye nahi kiya to ye kaise hoga, wo nahi kiya to wo kaise hoga. Lumos metaverse is the place where you will be able to find opportunities, where you will be able to find resources, where you will be able to find a lot of buildings, cool places, cool communities, cool events, and a lot of stuff happening. So if you think that this session can give you something super super important, then it's nothing, my friend, but the whitelist. Scan this QR code right now, right away, and get access to Lumos Metaverse. This is the place which can solve everything. This is the place, everything with respect to Web3. This is the place we can help you get into Web3. This is the place which can help you find internships and jobs in Web3. This will be the place where points and earning from points will get you rewards, will get you tickets to events, will get you, will open a lot of doors, endless possibilities of Web3. I'm giving you guys a good 1 minute to scan this. And I would request Shailesh that drop the link in the chat box as well, so that all the people who are not able to scan, they can drop it, copy paste it from the chat box.
I have dropped it. In the
Cool.
chat.
Guys, you have 1 minute. You won't find this QR or this link everywhere. I'll tell you why. Because using a metaverse as someone who is first hand using it, जैसे कोई भी मूवी देखने जाते हैं ना हम, तो हम अगर किसी एक्टर के फैन होते हैं, अगर किसी ने अभी SRK की पठान a lot of people flex about this. मैंने फर्स्ट डे फर्स्ट शो देखा. So what is this exclusivity about, using something first, accessing something first, being able to, have an opinion about something first? This QR code gets you that access. This QR codes gets you in the race with the best quality developers out there who are going to test our product, our metaverse firsthand, who are going to help us build this product into a better product. So if you think that you want to really, really get access to this exclusive whitelist, this session is your chance. Moving on. Careers in Web3. बहुत बातें कर ली, बहुत टेक सिखा दिया, बहुत बजवर्ड्स समझा दिए. बजवर्ड्स कौन से वर्ड्स होते हैं जो आप बार बार सुन रहे होते हैं, बट आपको उनका मतलब नहीं पता होता, या आप सिर्फ कूल बनने के लिए कह देते हो कि हाँ भाई. अब अगर कोई कहेगा कि भाई बिटकॉइन पे ऐसा हो रहा है, बिटकॉइन पे वैसा हो, या अगर किसी ने कहा कि भाई मैंने इथीरियम नहीं खरीदा, you can go and tell them कि भाई इथीरियम is a blockchain. जो तू बात कर रहा है that's a ether. You can go and flex and be the part of that conversation. अगर कोई आके बोलेगा कि Web3 से दुनिया नहीं जीती जा सकती, दुनिया नहीं सॉल्व हो सकती, तो तुम उसे जाके यूक्रेन वाले एग्जाम्पल दे सकते हो कि नहीं भाई दुनिया जीती नहीं जा सकती, बट देयर कैन बी अ वेरी बिग पॉजिटिव चेंज. सो दिस सेशन इज आउट गिविंग यू इनसाइट्स कि ऐसा भी हो सकता है. Be as curious as possible, as curious as you can be. Sorry. And this is what careers in Web3 is all about. Now, I am 19 years old and have been in the Web3 space since past 2 years. Now, imagine a 17-year-old girl from a very normal city like Nagpur, from a very normal school background, from like जो अभी तक JEE की रेस में भाग रही थी, who was preparing, who took science, PCM plus computer science, जो हर एक just another 12th standard student की तरह boards का टेंशन ले रही थी, इसका टेंशन ले रही थी, उसका टेंशन ले रही थी, stumbled a job in Web3 ecosystem at 17. And from then, I have been working in the space since past 2 years. Worked as a community manager, I have worked as a project manager, I have worked as a product manager, I have worked as a writer, I have worked as a marketing coordinator. I've worked in so many domains. In just 2 years, I have so much of experience. And right now, I'm training myself to be someone who is technical in the Web3 space. Now, Web3 की सबसे बेस्ट क्वालिटी इज इट हैज प्लेस फॉर एनीवन एंड एवरीवन. अगर आपको लगता है कि आपको किसी कंपनी में जाके 10 राउंड्स ऑफ इंटरव्यू देने के बाद डिसाइड करना है कि आप हायर हो रहे हो या नहीं, देयर इज नो श्योरिटी इवन आफ्टर गिविंग 10, 15, फ्रीकिंग 20 इंटरव्यूज कि आपको उस कंपनी में जॉब मिलेगी या नहीं मिलेगी. द एंटायर इकोसिस्टम ऑफ हायरिंग इन Web3 is super different because the careers in Web3 are super different. It's simple, it's for everyone, and even with the basic skills, you can land a very, very good job in Web3. Some of the technical roles which pay very heavy money are blockchain developer, network engineers, engineering leads, product leads, software engineers, and network architect. एंड इफ यू टॉक अबाउट पीपल जिनको लगता है कि भाई कोड तो मेरे बस की नहीं है, आई वांट टू ट्रैवल, आई वांट टू एक्सप्लोर, आई वांट टू डिलीवर सेशन लाइक दीज, आई लव टॉकिंग टू पीपल, आई एम अ पीपल्स पर्सन, then non-technical places is the place where you can begin. You can be a community manager, you can be a project manager, you can be a developer advocate. No, this sounds fancy, right? Developer advocate, is it about law? No, it's not about law. Developer advocate is when you are advocating about a technology, is when you are taking stand of the product or the technology or the API that your company is built, and you're teaching people how to use it. In the similar manner, a lot of marketing coordination roles, a lot of social media manager roles are present in the non-technical zone. और कितना भी चैट जीपीटी आ जाए, nobody is gonna eat a content writer's job. Chat GPT can have access to AI and create best scripts, best pickup lines, best shairis, best poems, but content writers or technical writers को कोई replace नहीं करने वाला. So these are some of the places where you can get started at. Now you'll ask me कि ठीक है, यहाँ से हम start कर तो सकते हैं, लेकिन कैसे? How? So this is your place. How do you find opportunities in Web3? You find opportunities in Web3 via Twitter, via community discords, via Web3 newsletters, via a lot of portfolios. And let me tell you guys, Twitter is the best place. Discord is the best place. A lot of people, just by being part of communities, land a job just by texting one thing. Like if I tell you that we have a Lumos Metaverse का Discord server, वहां पे हमारी फाउंडर से लेके और 25 कंपनीज के co-founders और founders हैं. So if I go there and introduce myself and say that I'm this person and I'm looking for this, there are 6,000 members sitting right there who are willing to hear your story, who care about you, who want to read what you're all about, who want to see that if you're active in a community, what you're looking for, who are there to help you out. That is how Twitter and communities work in the Web3 space. अब this is the place where you need to be unique. अब यहाँ पे कितने लोगों को ये ख्याल आएगा कि I should take a screenshot of this particular event, or I should take a photo of this event, and I should put out a tweet so that all the people in my network know that I'm curious about Web3, that I'm learning about Web3, that I know about blockchain, and I'm not just another guy. I'm not the guy next door. मैं सिर्फ कूल बनने के लिए चीजें नहीं करता हूँ, बट मैंने पूरा 1 घंटे का सेशन बैठ के सीखा है कि इसमें चीजें कहाँ से शुरू होती. अगर मैं जाके इस इवेंट के बारे में कुछ बहुत क्रिएटिव सा लिखती हूँ डिस्कॉर्ड पे, तो आई माइट गेट अप्रोच्ड बाय 10 other people who come and ask you, hey bro, I also attended this session, do you want to form a group, do you want to see? Discords, Twitters, opportunities, ये तीनों शब्द एक दूसरे से इक्विवेलेंट है. और Web3 स्पेस में you can anytime, just by having good conversations, just by telling the world what you're up to, just by expressing that this is where I invest my time into, आप ये चीज दिखा सकते हो, आप ये चीज जता सकते हो कि I am also the part of this ever growing ecosystem, that मैं भी इस particular इसका हिस्सा हूँ. Now please make sure that you guys take a screenshot of it, because I'll not be explaining this in detail. I know you guys are waiting for the quiz. So these are some of the good do's and don'ts that you guys can do with respect to finding opportunities. अब मैंने platform बता दिया, कैसे कर सकते हो बता दिया, but I'll tell you how to do it with better understanding. You can communicate what you're good at through text, which is a good pitch. Chat GPT से मत लिखवाना, थोड़ी मेहनत कर लेना. You can have a list of people, companies and organizations you wish to reach out to. You can make a list of keywords जो आपकी search से align करते हैं. For example, community evangelist, community manager, community specialist, community growth manager, ये सब same काम है, बस हर किसी का नाम fancy है. The senior you are, the fancier name you get. That's all. And most importantly, please modify your social media handles. LinkedIn, Twitter can be the best place for you. The best place for you. You never know when founder or a HR or a marketing head or a marketing lead will have eyes on you, and when they will fall in love with your creativity, and when they'll just get you into their company, get you into their project, get you into their organization, or even just 2 students talking and meeting who know that this person is interested in Web3 and this person is interested in Web3, they can maybe start a community together. Even that is possible, right? Now you guys must be wondering कि अब अगर इतनी बातें हो ही गई है, इतनी मेहनत करनी है, तो कितनी सारी प्रॉब्लम्स आएगी, राइट? अब सबको लग रहा होगा कि दुख तो खत्म ही नहीं होता. अब मैं कॉलेज संभालूं, Yeah, man. Assignments, some kind of audience, some of our crazy good devs, some of our mild good devs, some of our people who participate in hackathons. There are some people who just come and chill with the community, do nothing, बस बैठ के scribble खेलते रहते हैं पूरे night. तो दिस इज द प्लेस जहां पे आप इवेंट्स अटेंड कर सकते हो, जहां पे आप ऐसे और सेशंस अटेंड कर सकते हो, जहां पे आप एक प्रॉपर एक टेक स्किल सीख सकते हो अगर आप चाहो, जहां पे आप फन फ्राइडेज को बैठ के गेम नाइट्स पे बैठ के you can sit and do a lot with other community members. You can create a community of your own within that community. I request you all ki this is your place. Scan this QR code now and join the Discord abhi. And if anyone who gives me feedback on the Discord general chat, tagging me and speaking about this entire session, you guys know you guys will be eligible for the giveaway, right? That giveaway is still on. Once the session ends after 10 minutes, I will be evaluating 2-3 good people depending on how many mentions we have. Instagram story, make sure you tag the right people, right company. Just give me a second, I'll drop it here for you all. It's Lumos Labs HQ everywhere, and my socials are. Folks, scan the QR code, get in the server. यहाँ पे हम बहुत सारी बातें करेंगे, यहाँ पे हम regularly connected रहेंगे, यहाँ पे we'll get to meet more new people. You'll get to meet the entire team Lumos. अगर आपको लग रहा है मैं interesting हूँ, तो क्या पता आपको मुझसे कोई और interesting मिल जाए. This is the place where you can invite us to your college, your community to attend sessions for you. This is the place where we do pizza giveaways, काफी ज़्यादा. We conduct quizzes, we do game nights, we do open mic nights, we do a lot of fun. So this place is for everyone. अगर आपको chill करना है, server पे आ जाओ. अगर आपको opportunities ढूंढनी है, server पे आ जाओ. अगर आपको हमारी official company की HR से suggestions चाहिए on what your resume should look like or how to get into the Web3 space, how to get started with the jobs, server pe aa jao. So there's a lot of things that you guys can do. Thank you so much, guys. This was all the session all about. Now that session's over, I'm coming back to the camera, I'm coming back to the mic, to all of you guys, and we will begin with the quiz. Everyone, come back. Hey Shailesh, too much information?
Hello.
Hi Aryan, hi Nakul, hi Sam. You guys still there?
We've got a lot of questions.
Yeah, we have Najib here. Hi Najib.
Actually, he came in offline. I told him to join in early, but पता नहीं कुछ काम होगा probably उसको तो.
Anyways, I hope that all of your doubts were cleared. We are running short on time. Let's just get started with the quiz and let's see किसको कितना समझ में आया. Shailesh, please drop the link here and I'll start.
Give me a second.
Yeah. Everyone, let me know in the chat box how was it अभी तक. Good, bad, very bad. समझ आई, थोड़ी समझ आई. मजा आया. That's nice. Thank you, Tushar. Thank you, Sam. Oh man, nice. ये जितने लोग यहाँ पे very good बोल रहे हैं ना, सबको जीतना है क्विज में. And I'm hoping that all of you are there.